We want you to join us on tonight's show. The celebration's not over, folks. We got the bubbly. Well, we got Lawrence Welk anyway. You'll meet the music master.
Also tonight, we'll see one of the most grueling sports around, and age is no obstacle. It's kids motocross. In our departments, Daring Denise has something pretty interesting for us to try.
John Embry shows us the world's smallest horse breed.
And J.C. Green's got the lowdown on things we can do this weekend.
All right, now when I say champagne, what do you think of?
Music, champagne music.
No, getting married.
Oh, married.
No, you're right, champagne music. Lawrence Welk, the person who was always on television when I wanted to watch something else when I was a kid, as I recall.
Yeah, and your parents always said, we have to watch Lawrence Welk.
Gotta watch Lawrence Welk, folks. Yeah.
Very interesting
well, anyway,
fellow, though.
The guy's been around for a long time. He's one of the real pioneers in both champagne and music, and we meet him now.
Your musical host, Maestro Lawrence Welk.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bob. Thank you very much. Greetings, friends, and a great, great big welcome to our 25th anniversary show. Yes, this is indeed a very special occasion, and we're extremely grateful to so many people for helping us reach this milestone. And what would be more natural to open this show than the anniversary song? 1, 2, 3.
They created a reputation, I guess, of being very strict or mean or whatever they call it. And there's not much to it, because if that would be the case, my people wouldn't have stayed with me all these years.
That's true. Are you a firm believer in loyalty?
Yes, I am. I'm a firm believer of God's laws. And I try to live by them and don't press those laws on to the rest of them. But to some degree, we've somehow gotten an organization that's no problem for me at all anymore. Everything seems to fall in line.
If there is a symbol of morality, decency, and stability in the very hectic 20th century, it is Lawrence Welk, who recently celebrated 25 years on television. For just a minute, compare 1980 to 1955. The changes have been incredible, described by many as future shock. Too much happening too soon. But aside from the technical advances of television, color, better sound, and lighting, the Lawrence Welk show of today differs very little from the early shows. And that's exactly why audiences all over the world love him and his TV family. And that love is returned.
I have a tremendous amount of gratitude for what they have done for me. And whenever we go out on tour, we try our very best to be nice to them and to show them a good time if it's humanly possible. I go overboard a little bit. As a rule, the ladies are my #1 audience. And whenever I start the orchestra, in most cases when 8 o'clock comes around and the people are not in, they come in. So I start at 8 o'clock anyway, and I go out and dance with the ladies.
And the famous bubble machine? Well, Lawrence told me how bubbly and light-headed the people said they felt listening to his band. One of the musicians jokingly coined the phrase champagne music. The term stuck, and the bubble machine became a symbol. But it wasn't always champagne and good times.
Back in 1929 at Yankton, South Dakota, I had a 5-piece band, and one day Leo Fortin came in and asked me, I hope he doesn't listen to this broadcast, and said, Lawrence, we have decided to go out without you because we feel you're holding us back. And so we'll give you 2 weeks' notice, and then after that we're going to go out, the 5 of us. And then after that, that was a real tough time for me because my parents didn't want me to go in the music business, and I didn't dare to go back with the band walking out on me. And for 3 sleepless nights, I didn't know what I would do. And in those years, the Billboard used to have a page or 2 in there of people that are available. And I picked up the Billboard, and I found some musicians that were available, and I started a new band. And the second time around, it went much better.
One of the great joys of my life is giving young people a chance to work and develop. This evening, we put several of our recent discoveries together: Ava Barber, Jim Turner, the Aldrich sisters, and the Otwell twins.
Oh, Shenandoah,
a system that has never been used before. I keep our people for 1 year, and if they make that 1 year and we go into the second year, then I start sharing the business with them. And the sharing the business is very much like if they would be part owner. It's a little bit like they would belong to the family. I would do for them pretty much what anyone would do for their family. In other words, if they need a car, I may lease the car for them, or I may even buy it for them. And it's that type of a thing.
What do you look for in a singer, in an entertainer?
Quality. Give me a good quality voice, and I can add all the other ingredients. Even if someone would come on, it would be a complete louse. I could straighten them out.
Do you believe in molding them then to...
oh, yes, You have to do that. Because some of the people, especially many years ago, we don't have that anymore. Because many years ago, musicians didn't used to think they could play unless they had a bottle in their pocket. And it was just the opposite, because after a while, they couldn't play at all.
Myron, you're on. Thank you.
I don't think it's out of time, and I think the reason we stayed because it is down to earth, and it's the righteous way of playing music, because we play the melody the way it was written, and we play the right chords the way they were written. And if we wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't be around anymore.
Aha! Whew. Well, 25 years in television, folks. That's something to really appreciate and celebrate. When Lawrence Welk started, there were some other people starting, too. Captain Kangaroo, the $64,000 question, and Gunsmoke. Here's to all of them. Maybe someday we'll have a 25th celebration for Evening Magazine. And we'll have a celebrating story on Evening Magazine right after this.
Now here's the winning number drawn tonight in the Maryland State Lottery drawing.
I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. That's the song I sing. I'd like to teach the world what the world wants to get company. Coca-Cola. I'd like to buy the world a Coke. That's the song I sing.
A new 81 Datsun MPG at Nationwide Datsun is sale priced at only $4,699. Pay only $299 down and $120 per month. Buy a new Datsun 200F